What's the deal, man? Welcome back to another episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy, Suns fan Randy, in the building, dog. And we got another one, man. We got the Suns versus the goddamn. We got the Suns versus the Warriors. And first thing I want to say is fourth quarter execution, man. Like it's terrible with this team. I feel like I don't know what we've been practicing in practice or what we do, but I feel like we definitely need to go through these simulations of fourth quarter execution, dog, because it seemed like don't nobody know what they doing, like offensively or defensively. And it's just like how many breakdowns are we gonna have in the fourth quarter? Like blowing a, a 10-point lead with 2 minutes left in the game is unacceptable. Like it's ridiculous at this point. It's just like every game is just like it's never safe. And it's just like the anxiety of it is crazy. It's just like no lead is ever really safe with this team. And it's just like it's not over till it's over. And thank the Lord Steph Curry's not clutch, because if he was, boy, we would be in some trouble. But the Warriors, they did that thing. I will say this: I feel like the refs was cooking for y'all in the first three, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what switched, but in that fourth quarter, all of a sudden we just started getting every single call. Like, and I don't know what happened. I was just like, you know what, we about due for a referee game. You know what I'm saying? We threw out Chris Paul. It seemed like every time we play the Warriors, somebody get thrown out. Like, it's crazy. Whether it's Clay, whether it's Draymond, whether it's something, it's like it's something crazy. It's never just like a really smooth. Like, it's rare, especially in Phoenix. Like, it's just something always is going down. So it's just like I thought that we was about due for a game where it's like, all right, like the refs is gonna get us up out of here with this one. But I don't know what happened in that fourth quarter. I don't know, like I don't know what's going on with Draymond and over there, but it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I will say this: it was a little bit alarming to see Nurkic getting like essentially punched, and like absolutely nobody did nothing. Like didn't nobody get up, didn't nobody push nobody, didn't nobody like. It was a little bit like it kind of shows you where the team is at chemistry wise, where it's like okay, like these guys aren't really as close as we may think. Because I feel like in years past, if that would have been McHale, if that had been Cam, if that had been Jay Crowder, if that had been any Aiden, like it would at least been some furniture moved around that motherfucker, at least like bare minimum. So it's just like, damn, Nurkic can just get punched in the face and just nobody really did nothing. Is saying something. Um, but I feel like we played a decent game today. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we played good when we needed it to. Like we played good in stretches. Like I still think that the team chemistry is just bad. Just like nobody is gelling with anybody for real, for real. Like there's no unit where I'm just like, okay, like when we throw out this lineup, like they can hold it down, or when we throw out this line, it's just so like it's so random. It's just so random. The team chemistry is terrible, and I feel like I said, I feel like we need that team chemistry, and this is why I was so upset about the injuries and all this stuff early on, because it's just like it ain't gonna do nothing but get worse. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna get worse before it get better. Like that's just how team chemistry work. It's just like it get bad. Like look at the Clippers. Like it get bad. You know what I'm saying? And then it get better. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like and like I said, I feel like we don't have the time, the luxury to get bad. You know what I'm saying? Like not right now. Not especially going into like the halfway point in the season where we got 50 something games left. So it's like I said. But I feel like that second half, that fourth quarter, we look really good. So if we could play like that, like the entirety of the game, including defensively, I feel like the last 3 minutes, I don't know what was going on defensively, but I feel like we started off the fourth real good. We played real good defense. People was knocking down wide, butt naked ass, wide open shots, and that's all I asked. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even so like you have to take the three every time. Like you seen people putting it on the floor, pump faking, attacking the closeouts, and that's what I want to see. Like it don't got to be a three ball every single time, especially if you know you can't shoot. And like I said, I feel like every time I see Jordan Goodwin out there, I just feel like he just gives me another reason why he should be starting. Like in the sense of like I get it, Grayson Allen, and I get like some of the lineups, but I feel like the context matters in the sense of I feel like we're so married to this concept of we don't need a point guard that like we go like we'll do it even in instances where it doesn't call for it. Like where it's just like we're doing it strictly to prove a point at this point. You know what I mean? Like opposed to like let's just be smart, let's just bust it out when we need to bust it out and all of that. Because I feel like if if KD, Bradley Beal, and Book is out there, okay, we don't need a point guard, right? Like we don't need a point guard. But if it's one of them is down or if one of them is out or whatever, if, depending on who it is, like I feel like it's okay to have somebody else run point. Like if that does that make sense? Like if it's just Booker out there, or if it's just especially if it's just KD out there, it's okay to have Jordan Goodwin run point. You know what I mean? Like if it's just KD and Book, it's okay to have somebody else run point guard and let them two score. Like, but I feel like they're so married to the like one of the big three is gonna have to run point, and it's just like that shit is just annoying. You know what I'm saying at this point, especially when we're averaging double digit turnovers. It surprisingly we ran into a team that turned the ball over more than we do. You know what I'm saying? In Golden State, because they finished with 15, we finished with 14. So it's just like that's just not conducive to just winning or championship basketball. And then also too, they out rebounded us by 10. You know what I'm saying? They 51-41. So it's just like we just got a lot of things. It's just like it's just not conducive. It's just like when you look at it, it's just not conducive to winning. It's not conducive to winning a championship. But D Book did his thing today. I appreciate him doing his thing on national TV because it seemed like whenever we play on ESPN, TNT, NBA TV, like he go parry the platypus on us, and it's just like, damn, dog. It's just like, but I feel like today he had a good game for the most part, especially in that second half. And this is the Book I like to see, the Book that can score and kind of just keep him at bay with his jab. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, to just constantly just like making his presence felt, like you know what I mean. And I feel like Bradley Beal coming back today, I feel like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I feel like he finished with 16, but it's just like I didn't really feel his presence out there on the court like that. Let me know if I'm tripping. Like that fourth quarter, he had a really good fourth quarter in the way he ended it with the jump shot at the end. But I just feel like I didn't feel his footprints or his fingerprints all over the game. You know what I mean? And that could be an issue moving forward. You know what I mean? But I feel like I definitely felt Chimezi Metu out there. You know what I'm saying? He was knocking down threes, grabbing boards. You know what I'm saying? And he was handling the ball, bringing it up. And like I said, we definitely felt that. And I feel like that's what I'm looking for when I'm looking for Bradley Beal, like a very impactful 16. You know what I'm saying? Like Chimezi Metu finished with 14, but then it felt like 21 for real, for real. But Jordan Goodwin finished with 16, and like I said, I'm loving what I'm seeing out of him. I feel like Yuta gave us some good minutes, even though he only finished with 3. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he gave us some good minutes, some good defensives. You know what I'm saying? Finished with a good block. You know what I mean? And I feel like something I wanted to notice that I've been watching, just rewatching the games over and over again, and just like watching the pick and roll between Book and Eubanks. That lob is there, Book. Like that lob is there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like two people come to you, and it's just like you keep that motherfucker, and it's just like you got Eubanks coming down the middle. Nurkic ain't gonna roll that hard. Nurkic is looking to roll like free throw line and dump it off to somebody else. But Eubanks, if you throw that motherfucker up there, he'll go get it. You know what I mean? And I feel like you missed him about 3 or 4 times. I'm like, throw the lob. Like, it's right there. Throw the lob. But it's not there. So maybe they can look that up and film and, you know what I mean? Like, get that straightened out because I feel like that would alleviate, that would just open up the pick and roll for you because it's just like if you dump it off and you dunk it and he dunk it twice, then it's just like, well, fuck, now we gotta play the pick and roll. Now we gotta play the dunk. Now we gotta play the lob. So but all in all, it's a good game. You know what I mean? Hopefully, we can get KD back tomorrow against the big three. And like I said, tomorrow is a must win for me. You know what I mean? Like, must win for us. Because I feel like against former teams, it's just must wins. Former players, like today was a must win. With CP3 out there, it's a must win. But yeah, man, it was a good game all in all. I'm tired of this motherfucker, Brandon Panitsky, whatever his name is. Golden State, y'all got one in him. Like, this motherfucker is a thorn in our side. I don't know if it's just when he see us, but it's just he is crazy. He's literally leading the charge for the fourth quarter comebacks. Like he just will not lay down and just give up. Like it's so crazy. He is so annoying. But till next time, man. Peace.